What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Salvaje, and I'm back at it again with another Fortnite Save the World video. We continue with the best of Save the World series. Of course, in this video, we're going to be covering the best shotguns of Fortnite Save the World. These weapons have been reviewed and considered to be on this playlist due to their performance on a team-based environment, due to their performance with the gadgets that we have in Fortnite Save the World, their individual performance, but most importantly, the utility and flexibility that these shotguns bring when it comes down to Fortnite Save the World. Anyways, if you guys want to support the video, of course, feel free to drop a like. I would really appreciate that. And of course, feel free to use my support a creator code. It's Salvaje. And if you could rock that, of course, that would be appreciated as well. These top shotguns of Fortnite Save the World aren't in any specific order, and since I wanted to choose the best of the best as of early 2019, there are going to be some event shotguns in here. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's get started with the best shotguns of Fortnite Save the World, starting off with the Stalwart Squire. Now, it should be pretty obvious why the Stalwart Squire is on this list. I mean, the thing can sometimes dish out 200k to 300k damage, sometimes even 500k if you have the right setup. However, that's not the only reason why I put the Stalwart Squire in this list. Keep in mind, guys, I took utility into account, and I also took team play and gadgets and abilities into account. And the point is, when you mix this shotgun with all of the factors that you're going to be encountering in Fortnite Save the World, this shotgun basically just outperforms a ton of the shotguns that are out there in Fortnite Save the World, despite the fact that it only has one bullet in the magazine. And of course, the weakness of only having one bullet in the magazine basically makes up for it, considering the fact that the shotgun has a pretty decent reload speed, and for the most part it can also melt a ton of husks that are standing right in front of the shotgun. The shotgun has a really great hip fire, and most importantly, it's very flexible when it comes down to the perks. You can run a double critical rating critical damage build. You can run 3 critical damage perks on this Stalwart Squire shotgun. You can run this shotgun with a hero that specializes on shotgun damage and basically just completely obliterate all the husks that stand in your way. That's simply why the Stalwart Squire has to be on this list. At the time of me making this video, early 2019, this shotgun is a straight up nightmare. However, another shotgun that's also a straight up nightmare in Fortnite Save the World is the Helium Shotgun. I guess you could say I added the Helium Shotgun into this list because of course, the great amount of damage that it can provide. But I also added the Helium Shotgun into this list because of the utility and the fact that it enables other things in your team to actually happen. For example, one of the things that makes the Helium Shotgun such a sought after shotgun in Fortnite Save the World is the fact that it can shoot through shields. So it can take out shield or husk, and that's basically going to enable your gadgets or your teammates or your abilities to basically, of course, do some massive damage to the husk. And of course, like I said, this energy projectile that the Helium Shotgun also fires basically goes through a couple of husks, so sometimes you're going to be able to take out multiple husks at the same time. And of course, last but not least, the Helium Shotgun also provides some pretty decent damage when it comes down to high priority targets like Husky Husk, for example, and of course things like Smashers. Anyways, I guess you could say one of the biggest weakness that the Helium Shotgun has is that the magazine size isn't super huge, although you can just get a magazine size perk, and of course this shotgun does require some aim. However, the utility that this shotgun brings into the table as well as the damage definitely makes it one of the best shotguns in Fortnite Save the World as of early 2019. Alright, now the next shotgun on the list is going to be the Dragoon, and the Dragoon is a shotgun that does 0 damage at medium to long ranges, and sometimes at short ranges it does basically next to no damage. So some people might be wondering, Salvaje, you're crazy, why did you put the Dragoon on this best shotguns of Save the World video? Well, it's pretty simple. When it comes down to close range shotguns that offer a lot of utility, that offer pretty decent damage, and of course offer a lot of value, the Dragoon basically delivers when it comes down to the shotgun category better than any other shotgun in the game. When it comes down to the perks, it can be very flexible. You can rock a double reload speed and an impact perk on it. You can do a double critical rating critical damage roll, or you can do a critical rating double critical damage roll for the Dragoon as well. Anyways, that's not the reason why I have the Dragoon on this list though. The reason why I have the Dragoon on this list is because when it comes down to close range value, massive amounts of close range destruction, no other shotgun does it better than the Dragoon. If you have a ton of husk right in front of you, all you need to do is get up close, shoot the Dragoon, and they're going to be completely exterminated. Alright, and that's why I had to put the Dragoon on this list, because if you want something that is just completely amazing at the close ranges, the Dragoon can be very helpful. If you deal with a lot of nature husks sort of getting right in front of you as you're playing a ninja or an outlander and you're being very aggressive, just make a fire Dragoon, and every time the husk are gonna get close to you, you can just shoot them with the Dragoon. And lastly, one of the reasons that makes this shotgun such an amazing shotgun is that I believe the base impact of this weapon, I'm sorry for not having this number written on my notes, but the base impact of this weapon, I think it's like 2,200. As you level up the shotgun, the impact goes even further and further. So basically, any single husk that you shoot at close range is going to get knocked back big time, okay? Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on forward to the next shotgun in my best shotguns list. And that honor is going to be going to the Long Arm Enforcer. Now, there's a lot of medium to long range shotguns in Fortnite Save the World, like the Nightclaw, for example. The Pop Shot shotgun is also very, very good, and it can be very flexible when it comes down to the perks. However, I wanted to choose a shotgun that was basically overall a really good and consistent shotgun in general, and the Long Arm Enforcer basically does that job really well. It has some pretty decent damage. It can be used at the short, medium, and long ranges shotgun wise. Obviously, you're not going to be shooting husks from 8 tiles away with a shotgun and, you know, expect some crazy results. Duh. Anyways, the point is, throughout my testing, you know, using long range shotguns like the Nightclaw, for example, and the Pop Shot, etc., I just found that the Long Arm Enforcer was basically just the ideal shotgun if you wanted a shotgun that was basically good overall and was of course doing a pretty decent job when it came down to damage. The perks aren't really that flexible, and you are going to be forced to of course have a reload speed perk on this weapon because the reload is pretty bad. However, like I said, when it comes down to a great overall shotgun that can add utility, versatility, and of course most importantly pretty decent damage number, the Long Arm Enforcer of course does a really good job. Also, if you land headshots with this thing, yeah, husks are just gonna get completely destroyed. It's not a Mist Monster Deleter of course, but of course that's what we have the Stalwart Squire for. Anyways, my friends, that is pretty much it when it comes down to my best shotguns of Fortnite Save the World. Of course, feel free to check out the weapon reviews playlist in the description. I have 2 100 Save the World tip videos also linked in the description, so make sure that you check those out. And my best assault rifle videos of Fortnite Save the World will also be linked in the description, unless I forget. Feel free to like up the video and of course use my supporter creator code Salvaje. And of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content on Fortnite Save the World. See you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.